Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Before I actually get into this video, I'm gonna need you to be really comfortable. Get your tea, your water, wine, coffee, whatever it is that makes you happy, because we are about to unpack the situation between actually we are about to talk about MacGee in general. So let's talk about the interview he had with Felix Klope last week, which is like 2 weeks ago, actually. So, MacGee basically had an interview with this guy on Gagasi FM, and he was asking him about why he hates slay queens, or rather, it girls, so much. And then he got so annoyed and offended about this question because he felt like Felix was being unfair towards him for asking him about the negative when he has done so many positives, and when the podcast has actually done a lot of positives than negatives. Okay, so now we all know MacGee is always trending about bad stuff. Basically, he's always trending about dragging it girls. Like, he doesn't actually hide his hate for the it girls, and he's always trending about asking people about sexual questions, you know and he's always accused of being disrespectful towards women. But is he really disrespectful towards women? Okay, so I'll say that this. I'm a chiller. I watch MacGee's podcast. He has done so well for himself. He has more than 600,000 subscribers right now. And I remember watching him about 2 years ago. His first video was with DJ Zindle. He was interviewing DJ Zindle. A beautiful, beautiful interview. DJ Zindle was so relaxed. He was very, very so respectful towards him. And I've actually seen the other guests as well, like Abotando Tabete, Kelly Kumalo, Dinoro Naga, and so on and so on. So I must say that, though, yes, MacGee does actually make people comfortable, and they just, even when he asks those uncomfortable questions, for some reason people don't take offense. They just answer comfortably. Does he sexualize women? I don't know, but he does ask a lot of sexual questions, to women, and he's a very sexual person. If you've actually followed his career. And I remember, okay, that he was fired from one of his radio gigs for playing porn on air, and he is very much vocal about that. He's not ashamed of it. He actually laughs when he talks about it. And I saw in one of his podcasts, he actually played a clip of himself on this. He says he was working at night in this radio station, and then he called in this American TV channel, to give his commentary, obviously, about sports. So these two presenters, male and female, actually took his call. Obviously, he was on video, and then they were expecting a question about sports. And then MacGee asked a sexual question. A sexual question. I think he asked something about would he smash so and so, or whatever, and the two American presenters, were so embarrassed and uncomfortable, so much that they actually hung up and apologized to the viewers, right? And he is very much not embarrassed about it. From what I've actually seen, when he speaks about it, it's a joke to him. It's funny. He doesn't mind making people uncomfortable. He doesn't mind making people feel like they are being sexualized. Because, come on, I know a lot of South Africans feel like MacGee is being hated on by South Africans and so on for being dragged when he makes these sexual comments about women, like what he actually did with Tando Tabete, telling her to just shut the F up and just post nudes because that's what she is good at. Yeah, he said that. And then people, for some reason, chillers, a lot of chillers feel like he's not wrong. People are the one exposing themselves, which is true. But like, does he really not sexualize people or women? Because like, okay, I remember the interview he did with this American lady not so long ago that trended on social media, where he just inserted again a sexual question out of nowhere. And this lady was like so uncomfortable. I think more especially because they don't know each other like that. And I mean, at this time, like at this point, he didn't actually make her feel comfortable enough for her to feel, that sexual energy, He just like, you went straight to it and asked the question, and she was very much uncomfortable, but obviously it seemed like she didn't want to be rude. So yeah, she answered the question, And then the Americans saw the interview and they were like, they were mad. They were really not impressed. They felt like that was really disrespectful. Now, do Americans know MacGee? Are they hating on someone they've never heard of? Are they hating on someone they actually like seeing for the first time? Is that what these people are saying? Like, is that what you guys are saying? Like, are the Americans hating on MacGee for that? Okay, so I was just like giving a backstory about what MacGee is popularly known as and what I've actually observed as a chiller, as someone that watches his podcast rather. So yeah, back to the Ethiopia story. So MacGee was really he was really mad, and in my opinion he was just throwing a tantrum like a child. Like he didn't want to be asked about one thing that is always being talked about. He wanted like to be asked about other things. Like, as someone that usually asks people about stuff they feel like people would want to know about. For instance, when he interviewed Zahara, he kept on wanting to ask her about the alcohol situation, the alcohol addiction situation. Even though Zahara said, she made it clear that she didn't want to be asked about that, and she did that respectfully, unlike MacGee, who threw a tantrum when being asked something he preferred not to be asked about. Zahara was really respectful about it, but MacGee kept like the narrative, like he wanted to push the narrative that Zahara was an alcoholic, even though Zahara said, I don't want to talk about that, and I'm not an alcoholic. I just drink alcohol like anyone else. Like, I am not an alcoholic. But MacGee kept on like asking, hey, so like this thing of you like drinking alcohol a lot, and Zahara was really not here for it. You know, she even said, mind your own business at the end, because MacGee wouldn't let it go. Okay, so how is it that now he gets so mad and then he goes back and forth for the rest of the interview with the presenter, with the interviewer, when he's being asked about something? He should be the one person that knows better, because that's what he does best, honestly. you know Okay, So now, eventually, MacGee said, "No, I don't hate it girls. I just hate people that lie. They say they get their money a certain way, even though they actually don't." So he basically has said that he's been vocal about the fact that he hates that it girls actually get their money through sleeping with men and they pretend like they work hard. Now my question is, this is very odd coming from a man. Like, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Like, why are you so concerned about what ladies do, honestly? Like, you are a man. Are you wishing? Okay, I'm sorry. But, like, Michali has actually said something about like, MacGee behaving like he wishes she was a bad B word, right? She was a bad girl, a hot girl. Like now, he acts like he's mad because he's not a hot girl. Okay, so that's actually the vibe I'm also like getting here, because why are you mad if people are doing one thing like with their bodies? Are they supposed to come and like report to you? Like, okay, my thing is, I'm not saying they are doing the right thing, but like, why does it bother him so much? As a like, it's very weird because he's a man. Like, it's very much giving jealousy, and I don't expect like that kind of energy from a man. Like, why are you so concerned about like what women do, my guy? It's very much concerning. Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't get it. So MacGee keeps on like, okay, including other people, to be quite honest, there's a lot of men now that just like are so concerned about ladies making a lot of money, more especially like on social media. Like, a lot of men seem to be angry about ladies making money and living a soft life, it upsets them. And at this point, I don't even think it's about these ladies, because a lot of men are just like trying to disregard this women's like these women, right? Like, they are trying to disregard the work that they put in. Guys, can we be honest that there is gonna be like female dominant jobs? There is gonna be like male dominant jobs. Can you just accept the fact that media at this point, more especially social media, is like a job where females dominate? Can you just accept that fact? Like, so like MacGee wants to get like as many sponsorship as Michali, for instance, on social media. What is he gonna advertise? Who is he gonna advertise for? Because a lot of consumers are actually women, hence a lot of people killing it in the influencing world is females. It's actually females that are killing it on social media because they are the advertisers and they are the ones being advertised for. Like, you are we like a lot, like, they, businesses actually understand that they are selling to women. So Michali for instance, gets gigs like makeup, like from makeup brands, hair companies, fashion, and so on and so on. So like, does MacGee want to collaborate with a hair company? Is he gonna review wigs? Does he want to work with Eunice Hair? Okay, I want to understand. Does he expect to work with Revlon? Does he expect to work with MAC Cosmetics? Okay, because there is just like so much he can do, honestly, because a lot of advertisers, a lot of like these brands are actually like brands that like are targeted to females. Hence, a lot of influencers are females. A lot of people getting brands, it's females. So like, how can you expect women to not be dominant in that industry. Like, I actually see men getting mad. Okay, now I understand the fact that some women do get jobs just because of their relevance and because they are beautiful. But who doesn't want to hire someone that is relevant, who is like popularity, someone that is gonna bring the crowd? For instance, Sia Bujan, I think it's Sia Bujan, I don't know, but Sian, yes, I think it's Sian. For instance, Sian was DJing and she was being sexy, she was provocative and so on. But people that actually know a thing or two about DJing, they were saying that she is not good at all. Like she's not making the pots when it comes to DJing, but she is bringing the vibe and she's bringing the people. Whether she's wearing a crop top while doing it and dancing provocatively, what the sponsors need is the vibe and the crowd. Okay? So they know if they hire Sian, she's gonna bring the crowd because she has a lot of followers. So now is she supposed to not use one thing that she knows is gonna make her win just because men are now gonna be mad? Just because men are gonna be mad that you guys are like taking advantage of the situation now. You are using your beauty, you are using your bodies, you are using this and that. Next thing they will say, they will accuse these ladies for sleeping with the promoters to get these gigs. Well, they already do it anyways. I was the other day I was listening to Metro FM and this guy called in. Oh, they were talking about the situation about the It Girls. I think it was on Dino Ranaka's show. Um, yeah, Ask a Man. I think he does the show with Naked DJ. So they were talking about the It Girls, and this guy called in, and then he said, "Why is it just the men only killing themselves, committing? I don't want to say that here, but he was like, why is it men that are killing themselves? Why are the females not depressed and not killing themselves? Are they not all struggling? Why are the females not like struggling? Why is it just men?" Okay, okay. If I hear someone else ask this question again, say this, like, what makes it so not understandable to understand that even the ladies, because like even the ladies that no longer work on TV, that don't get TV jobs, they still dominate on Instagram as influencers because there is a lot for them to do there. Like, come on, guys, look at the followers. A lot of people that have like large numbers of following are females because that's what we want to see. We want to see females. I mean, man might have a nice six pack, they might be handsome and everything, but like there isn't a lot of ladies that wanna look at men like that. Like there isn't a lot of ladies that just wanna follow men, and like you have to be really talented, you have to be really good at something for ladies to want to follow you, or at least you must be really, really, really attractive. But I mean, a lot of ladies don't just follow men because they're attractive anyways. But I mean, at least you should bring something really special to the table to get the following and the engagement as a man on social media. Okay? So, like, I don't understand why people are convincing themselves about this narrative about, influencers and the It Girls. Like, please give these ladies credit, the credit they deserve. I'm not saying they don't do. I'm not saying they all of them don't do what they are accused of, but it's getting too much. Like, the thing is, obviously there's also ladies that actually agree with this, but I won't go into that. But these men are just like trying to manipulate the situation and just making it like seem like these ladies, that's all they do nowadays. That's all they do. I think the sooner men actually realize that women are dominating on social media, the better. Because it has always been like that. To be quite honest, there's been like jobs where men dominate. I know things have changed. Ladies now go like they do engineering, construction. But can we be honest about the fact that it's still men that are dominating in that industry? Engineering, they are usually the ones that are really good. Yes, I know a lot of female engineers, but I mean, let's talk about like construction, for instance. Who's gonna dominate there? Like, have you ever seen like a woman like mixing sand and water together, like carrying bricks and like, laying foundation and so on and so on? Who has the willpower to do that? It's man. I mean, if there is a woman, I'm not saying there is a woman, there's not a woman that does that, but I've never seen a woman actually like building a house like that, or like, you know at least in the process of actually building the house. I know there are a lot of women in construction, but it's still a male dominant. Like, there's the male nurses, for instance, now, but that is still a male dominant job. Like, it's yeah, a lot of, like, yeah, it's usually like okay, I don't have to give a lot of examples, but there's jobs where women naturally dominate. Men should I know men they want to be in this space, because the world is now moving to digital. The world is moving to social media, and men want a piece of cake in this. But can they at least be fair and understand what the consumer wants? What, like, can they understand the fact that businesses are actually not dumb? They know what it is that they are doing. They know who they are advertising to and for. So they will use a lot of women. Yes, they will still use men, but it's mostly gonna be women. Can men sit down on this and actually understand that, okay, I have to bring something really special for me to dominate in this industry, instead of like hating on women? Does that even make sense? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna like stop right here. I'm gonna stop this video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you subscribe, you like, you comment, and share. And also do like share your opinions. What do you think about this situation? Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.